On August 3, 1965, the House of Representatives passed the Voting Rights Act by a vote of 328 to 74. It is remembered as the law that broke Jim Crow at the ballot box, and it was. But there is a piece missing from that story, and it was taken out 3 days before the president signed it. The bill the House had written banned the poll tax. A poll tax was exactly what it sounds like, a fee you paid for the right to vote. Southern states had used them since the end of Reconstruction, and they worked the way they were designed to work. If you were a sharecropper who saw cash twice a year, $1.50 was not a small inconvenience. It was the price of your citizenship, and you could not afford it. When the 24th Amendment was ratified in 1964, 5 states still had one: Alabama, Virginia, Mississippi, Arkansas, Texas. That amendment outlawed the poll tax, but only in federal elections. Your governor, your sheriff, your school board, your judge. For those, the fee still stood. So the House wrote a ban into the Voting Rights Act. And when the bill went to a conference committee to be reconciled with the Senate version, the ban came out. The lawyers were worried. A flat ban might be ruled unconstitutional, and if the Supreme Court struck down that piece, it might take the rest of the act with it. So they compromised. The final law declared that poll taxes denied the right to vote, and it directed the Attorney General to go to court and challenge them. That is what passed on August 3rd. That is what Lyndon Johnson signed on August 6th. And Johnson understood exactly what was missing. In the signing ceremony, he said that the next day, the Attorney General would file suit against the state of Mississippi. Suits followed in Texas, Alabama, and Virginia. It took another 7 months. On March 24th, 1966, in a case brought by a woman named Annie Harper, the Supreme Court ruled in Harper versus Virginia Board of Elections that a state poll tax violated the 14th Amendment. Wealth, the court said, is not germane to a person's ability to participate intelligently in the electoral process. That was the end of the poll tax, not the Voting Rights Act. A lawsuit filed under it. Here is why this matters. We teach these laws as moments. A pen comes down, a wrong ends, the country moves on. That is not how it happened. The Voting Rights Act was passed incomplete, on purpose, because its authors were afraid of losing everything by asking for too much at once. The rest had to be finished in a courtroom by people whose names almost nobody remembers. The vote was not given. It was assembled, piece by piece, over years, by people who kept going back for the parts that were left out. Learn the record. Remember the cost.